Covalent TV.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, La Boricua Badass, the brightest star in the sky, the greatest that beat the greatest, La Boricua Badass, the flavor gang leader, and you're watching Covalent TV. Oh,
Daryl and Werner, I want to send so much love. I heard about Covalent TV and I wanted to say thank you for, making fans, wrestling fans happy, for the gaming and everything. Like, you guys are amazing. Keep up the good work. And to everybody else out there, thank you for listening and watching Covalent TV. Sending so much love. Stay safe, stay positive, and stay sane. Love you guys. Mwah.
Hello, my name is Maria Canales-Bennett, and I am the First Lady of Professional Wrestling, and you're watching Covalent TV.
Oh, shit. Tonight. It is a minigun, and guys, we are about to unload on this whole stream, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all better strap in for that good work because it's about to get popping around here, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, my goodness. So that means, welcome to your WWE SmackDown Live review. This is your boy, Mr. Starkside.
Big dude.
Oh, y'all gonna want to sit down for this one, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all gonna want to grab your favorite drink, snack, whatever it is that you do in your high-calorie life and enjoy this stream because, oh my goodness, we got a lot to drop in the pot. The ingredients are getting hot. God damn, it's gonna be one of them ones. We got to get surgical on a few things, ladies and gentlemen. Don't skip ahead because we will get to it. If you do, then unfortunately, I'm timing you out for the rest of the stream. That's just the vibe I'm on tonight. Okay?
Yeah.
See, Robert, you ain't follow the rules, man. See, already out the gate. Out the gate. Damn, out the gate. I got to time you out, bro. I just said it.
Yep.
I got to time you out. 10 minutes. Come on now. I just said it. Man, oh my God. Can y'all be patient? Fuck. All right, guys.
Can't help themselves. They cannot help themselves.
Y'all must not want the good work the way we gonna present it. Y'all, okay, you know what? Let's, screw it. Y'all do the show. Y'all do the show. We just gonna watch y'all comments. Y'all do the show. But no, man, show the necessary love the moment you get in here. True Seekers roll call. Like gang, comment gang, share gang, and donation gang. Show the necessary love, beautiful people. Show the necessary love, man. You know what I'm saying? Hit that super chat off the Streamlabs link, Cash App. We gonna deserve it after tonight. I'm not gonna blow my voice out. I'm not gonna do anything of the sort, but we do got a lot of talking to do, and we gonna talk straight to you. Unless you skip ahead, then in which case you gonna have to go in time out, and that's gonna be your fault. That's gonna be your goddamn fault. Sit back and let us do what we do, and you know what I'm saying? You comment on what we say as we say it. That's a simple ass rule, ladies and gentlemen. But guys, man, oh man, oh man, we got a job to do, beautiful people. Is bring you the news, holding one special, dumbass, accountable, and bringing you facts, data, statistics as we go, because that is just what we do here. But I'm gonna let you know ahead of time, I am foregoing my drone accountability because, oh boy, do we have to have a conversation. But first, we have to cross the base of news. So let's not delay the people any further. Let's go ahead and get into 10 news. Let go.
Well, there was a lot of releases today, and a departure from AEW.
This motherfucker, Warner. I'm gonna give you a challenge now. Try not to sound as boring as you possibly can. So there were a couple releases. God damn, man. You want me to do
Everyone was fired.
Like,
yeah.
I'll take that over what you just fired. I'll take that over what you just did. I'll take that over exactly what you just did. But talk about it, sir.
All right, so first, AEW in a shocker. EJ Nduka gone from Ring of Honor AEW. And I guess he's deciding to burn bridges because now he's just putting up conference calls from previous Ring of Honor media calls when people are asking questions about him. And then Tony goes into Lee Johnson answers.
I'll tell you what. EJ, I met you at the Slam Fest little, CovalentTV turn up / thing. Sir, you seem like a chill dude, in real life. So I'm not going to insult you in real life, but homie, you did this with WWE. You're doing this with AEW. Sir, TNA is a feeder territory for WWE now. So you might need to just
Right.
You a grown man. I can't tell you what to do, bro, but I'm just giving you a little bit of free game. Homie, be quiet. Like don't do that, bro. Don't do that, bro. Just go put in the work. Don't try to coast on your name. Just go put in the work. Come back. Maybe, WWE would have gave you another phone call. AEW would have gave you another phone call. Who knows? But even you might have ended up at TNA. Whatever the case may be, you don't crash out like that, dog. That's not the way to do it. And you have game tape to go off of. You saw what Big Swole did. You've seen what people have done that have burnt bridges with both WWE and AEW. Homie, it just doesn't benefit your career. And now that TNA is no longer its own standalone entity, you really don't got options, dog. You might just I ain't saying, okay, yeah, be good to Massa. No, I'm not telling you to shuck and jive or step and fetch it, but dude, come on, man. Not like that, bro. Not like that. Free game, homie. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm trying to give you some free game. You don't got to listen to me, man. You might feel like you've had more than enough residual success to where you can shut me down. That's fine. You can feel that way, bro. But when them phone calls stop coming in because nobody wants to work with you because of your attitude, you going to probably look at this and be like, damn, this motherfucker was right. And shouts out to, by the way, Born, this is random. I'm going to let you obviously finish with the news story because we got to talk about it. Shouts out to all of our snitches. Shouts out to all of our snitches. You know why? Because whoever probably sent one of our show clips to Braun Strowman and he blocked us, that's adorable. Y'all snitches that watch our show, just comment. That's all I ask of you. Just comment. It's okay. It's not okay if you're a snitch, but you get what I'm saying. I'd rather you come in here and comment and say, I'm sending this to this person, and be proud of your snitching.
Yeah.
Have some balls to stand on your snitching.
Mm-hmm.
Because I noticed that obviously he hadn't had us blocked up until recently. So I'm like, somebody sent us the clip. Sent him the clip of us saying he moves like Andre the Giant these days. Somebody did. So whoever it is that's watching our show that's sending these wrestlers clips of what we say about them, at least we don't hide behind a paywall. At least we have the balls to say it on free YouTube, whatever you want to call this, television, streaming, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
At least we got the balls to stand on what we say. Because I'm probably going to cross paths with Braun Strowman again, doing what we do. And if he got something he want to say, he can walk up to me and say it. But y'all snitches, man, y'all gotta have some nuts, homie. Or vaginas, whichever one.
They don't have them though.
Yeah, don't
They really
don't be
don't.
bitch made. Stand on your snitching. If you come in here just to clip us and snitch, I really just ask that you stand on your snitching. Be it if you work for the WWE, be it if you work for AEW. I don't care what company you work for. Whoever is sending out clips to these wrestlers and snitching on us, please show yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Say, yep, it was me. You know why? Because at least you'll have some fucking respect. Not from us,
Mm-hmm.
but at least, we can go, oh, there you go. At least you're a proud snitch. At least. All right? I just want to put that out there because that is just so corny to me. That is so corny, bro. All right? But let's keep going with what else happened in the pro wrestling world today, sir.
All right, now we have the fired people from WWE. First up, Braun moves like Andre the Giant Strowman.
Yeah.
Gone.
And it's not like we gonna back off of it. He does.
No.
Like, whoever sent that to him, did you think we were gonna back off of it? Did you think we were gonna see that he blocked us and be like, oh no, Braun, we take it back. Please unblock us. Motherfucker, I'll say that to your face. You know what shape your legs are in, homie. What the fuck? And what you gonna do? Fight me, motherfucker? I'm gonna make you run first. How about that? How about that? How about that? You gonna have to catch me first. How about that?
He's gonna go back to controlling his own narrative again.
Yeah, like, dude, whoever snitched, like, I bet you feel real stupid right now. They're like, wait, what? They're standing on it? Yeah, because it's the truth, dumbass. Hello? Like, take this as me tripling down on it.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh, Braun Strowman blocked us. Oh my God. Oh, you've done it now, snitches. Ooh.
I'm gonna go cry in my bedroom.
Oh, you know what? And here's why I think they do that. Because a block from their favorite wrestler that they're snitching to means something to them. That don't mean shit to us.
No.
Because a lot of these wrestlers see us, and guess what? They show love.
Mm-hmm.
In real life, not on the internet. In real life, you motherfuckers be snitching, hoping to get a follow from these wrestlers, and y'all are snitching, send out clips to them, and you still don't get a follow back. So yeah, whoever you are, you are the utmost level of bitch. I know this is long to type, but everybody put utmost level of bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, snitches. But yeah, Braun Strowman, now to actually touch on the topic of Braun Strowman's release, we're going to address these one by one, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, this is going to be a loaded stream, so y'all might want to definitely strap in for this one. Me and Werner were confused as to why WWE re-signed him to begin with.
Right.
So, like, damn, I guess we're quadrupling down.
Right.
So, like, yeah, me and Werner, when we found out that he signed back with the company, me and Werner were just like, okay, why? They already got ROI on him. They already maximized him. And now he's not even nearly as mobile as he once was. That was what made Braun Strowman. He was this fucking 6'9" dude that's built like a tank that was a freak athlete. And he came back and he didn't have fucking legs.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, me and Werner, we just were like, all right. But yeah, go ahead, Werner. You was gonna touch on it. That's all I got, really. That's all I got.
No, I mean, I was gonna say, like, the peak part was like when he was that Universal Champion for what, 3 or 4 months.
Yeah.
During the pandemic summer, and like his peak was that Bray Wyatt feud,
Werner.
and then ever since then.
Stop talking about his peaks, though. Let's just
Well,
we're gonna pause that one just in case.
Yeah, just in case. In case.
All right. But yeah, no, I get what you're saying. Like, we didn't get it because, again, they got all of the juice out of that orange.
Mm-hmm.
So me and Werner didn't really care. When we found out that he re-signed with the company, we were like, all right. Shoulder shrug. Like, I mean, like, what do you want us to say to it? And that's how, and sadly enough, that's how I feel about his release as well. It's like, all right, dude, so now what?
Yeah.
You signed back there again. You got released again. So he's one of the ones out of all these releases we're going to talk about. He's one of those ones where I go, I don't really feel that bad.
No.
Like Did you not see how they valued you the first time they released you? And then you came back with no legs?
Yeah, go get those looked at, for crying out loud.
Yeah, dude, get your legs fixed and go work another promotion or something. And here's how you knew he wanted to come back to WWE. I'm sure you guys remember this too. Here's how you knew he wanted to come back to WWE. He took like very bare minimum indie dates that last time he got released.
Well, yeah, because he only wanted to work for WWE.
I
He would
literally
never
just
work.
said that.
Yeah, but I'm just going off of like him saying verbatim, I don't work for any indie corporation. And
Yeah.
then he did that whole control your narrative nonsense.
Yeah, he barely took any indie dates whatsoever. He didn't even really take conventions like that.
Mm-mm.
And some people might say, oh, just take cons instead. I say whatever the fuck I want. Okay? But yeah, no, I don't like
Just you know what? Just go get your hips and your legs looked at just for quality of life. I'm not even talking about wrestling. I'm talking about quality of life.
Yeah, get your hips and your knees specifically checked. Hips and knees. For a
Mhm.
man your size, the hips and the knees are gonna be what you gonna need to get checked out, bro.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna be completely truthful. And by the way, guys, here's how you know we inform you guys as viewers and we try to educate. It was like it got swept under the rug so fast. But like there was an article or like a little story that came out that basically said Brian Cage is in the process of trying to slim down a little bit. And remember, we
Yeah.
had that whole conversation about muscle mass, and I talked to you guys about when I was like 275 and, you know, how it was just a lot to carry. Like I was walking around with too much muscle. You could barely wipe your own ass. Like it's just all bad. And it's not functional. So it leads to a lot of tears. Your muscles just don't function the way they're supposed to. Like it looks nice to the women. You know what I'm saying? The women love it, but like you're not going to be healthy at an athletic capacity because you're going to keep tearing ligaments and tearing biceps and like it's going to keep happening over and over and over and over and over. And I'm going to give y'all a little bit of exclusive news here. So when I was backstage for Joey Janela's Spring Break 9, Brian Cage pulled up. He was watching from the same place that I was watching. And he does look like he lost, I want to say about 20 pounds. Look like he lost about 20 pounds since we've last seen him on TV. And guys, he had a boot on. He had a boot on and crutches. He was on crutches. So yeah, I'm telling you guys, people like Hammerstone, Brian Cage, you gotta drop that weight, homie. That shit is not sustainable. You could still be, you know, swole and muscular, but dude, get it to about 255. 245 even if you can.
Right.
But like, dude, that goddamn 295, 310, that shit is not sustainable, especially for the moveset that Brian Cage has. So it's good to see that he's losing that weight a little bit. And he still looks like a fucking monster. Don't get it wrong. He still looks like a fucking monster. So that shows you that we got, you know, guys, we try to educate you on this show. Okay. But Braun Strowman, homie, you might need to lose like a whole, I don't know, dude, like 80, 90 pounds. Because I think he's pushing like 320.
Not everyone can be Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, homie. And even Brock Lesnar got down to like 285. So like, yeah, dude. And that, I mean, Brock Lesnar is just a freak athlete in that way. And he's a freak in real life, the fucking dickhead. But yeah, Braun, dude, just lose about 80, 90 pounds, work some conventions, maybe work a few indies, and just chill out, dude. Get your bag. You know, if you want to reinvent yourself. That's cool too. But yeah, man, I think you need to give up on the WWE peaks, as Werner likes to talk about when it comes to you. He likes talking about your peaks. I don't like talking about your peaks, Braun Strowman. But yeah, whatever you decide to do, man, just get healthy, bro, because that weight you at, bro, you moving like Andre. All right. Next up, let's go.
Okay, next up, we got Shayna Baszler.
Okay. This is one we've been talking about for a while.
Yep.
This is another one of those ones we've been talking about for a while. And Werner, let me not skip over it. Hold on, Werner, goddamn. We got to rewind for a second. Hold on. Let's rewind for 1 second. Did I or did I not tell y'all on Wednesday's review that releases were coming this Friday?
Yes, you did.
I rarely ever, and I'm not asking for kudos for people losing their jobs. I'm just asking for kudos for not hiding it behind a paywall. That's all. Give me my kudos for not hiding that information behind a paywall. Please and thank you. I just want to make sure that I get my kudos real quick. Okay? I gotta get it. Because some of y'all probably paid for that news that came out today, and I gave it to y'all on Wednesday for the free. And I even called the person we gonna mention. I even called the person we finna mention. Okay. All right, but Robert came through a 5-smack crew, said, I'm sorry for skipping ahead, was just anxious, won't happen again. That's what I keep telling y'all, though, man. Stop being anxious. Like, we'll get to it. I know y'all want to talk about this stuff. We will get to it. Okay. See, I could understand y'all skipping ahead if we were those type of streamers that we forget to talk about, like, all of the hot topics in wrestling. But, dude, we do, like, a 2-hour show. We cover everything. I could see if we cover, like, if we were one of those cheap ass reviewers that we do like little 35, 40-minute fucking reviews, and all we do is just take super chats the whole fucking time. And then we go, all right, guys, that was the show. Bye. But we do a 2-hour show. You know we're going to cover it. Stop skipping ahead. Stop. And even when we do a shorter show, what is it, like an hour 30?
Yeah.
We're going to touch on it. No pause. Calm your ass down. Okay? Fuck. Especially y'all that watch our show all the time. Y'all watch our show all the time. Yeah, but I got to talk about it. I don't know if they're going to get to it or not. Are you slow? You know we are.
Especially a big story like this.
Come on. Right. God damn. That's the part that fucking gets me, bro. All right. But let me see what we got. Yeah, I appreciate y'all giving me my kudos, man. I appreciate it. Richard, you are 100% wrong. See, I don't mind challenging our commenters. I'm not going to let you throw off the cadence of the stream. I'm just going to address this real quick. Our commenters, our truth seekers can be wrong. And Richard, you are wrong. You said Braun Strowman losing 100 pounds will do nothing for him. He'll still move slow. Wrong.
Yeah.
Wrong. No. If he gets the proper surgeries, rehabs them, loses the weight, and gets into a flexibility exercise like yoga or CrossFit, no, he'll his mobility will get better. Even aqua aerobics.
Ooh, that would be a good thing for him.
That's actually better for bigger size people, by the way.
Right. Yeah.
Werner, by the way, I'm not even trying to troll you. That's something I think you should get into.
Yeah, I know. I got to find it, though.
Aqua aerobics classes are not hard to find, dude. It's aqua aerobics classes at community centers.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, dude, so yeah, no, Richard, you are wrong. You are 100% wrong, man. You talking to a guy that is on top of his fitness. I've been multiple different types of weights. I've lost weight. I've gained weight. I've put on muscle. I've lost muscle. Yeah, no, dog. He'd definitely get some mobility back for sure. It won't be 100% mobility, but it would be, considering he's an athlete, he could probably get about 80 to 85% mobility back. Yeah, no. That's not true. Let's not misinform, okay? But yeah, I'm seeing people saying they wish they could lose some weight. Yeah, man, dude, like if I could get into fitness stuff and all that right now, but I ain't gonna lie, man, y'all'd have to pay for that. Y'all'd have to book a consultation with your boy, okay? But I could definitely get that popping if you want to book a consultation, tell you some fitness tips and all that stuff. But yeah, much love to everybody. Losing 85 pounds from 255, dude, you would feel sick.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what your height is, Steve. I feel like we've met in person. I think we met in Grand Rapids.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, dog. No, losing 85 off of 255 is not ideal if you're like 5'10", 5'11". You probably need to worry about shooting more towards getting to like 195, 200.
Yeah, I would say that too.
Yeah, I wouldn't. No, bro. You gonna feel
just
real
shoot
sick.
for 50 at first.
Yeah, you gonna feel real sick. You gonna feel real weak. Yeah, I wouldn't do 85 off of 255 depending on your height. Yeah, 5'10". Yeah, that's what I thought. You was about 5'10". Yeah, dog, I wouldn't do that. You will feel very, very sick. You'll feel very lethargic. Nah. Hover around that.
And we don't want that for you.
No, hover around like that 195, 200 range. If you can get to like 190, cool. Because that means you're doing a really good job. But like 80, That ain't it, bro. All right. He said, I have asthma, I'm 6'1", so it's tough for me, but I walk a lot. Well, you're doing the right thing with that. But your key, and this is the last key I'm giving, because again, if you want to book a consultation with me. Your key is going to be hydration. If you're trying to drop weight, your key is going to be hydration. People who have asthma, your hydration is going to be key. Meaning you're going to have to drink a lot of electrolyte waters, a lot of stuff like that in order to lose weight and not have an asthma attack, basically. So you gotta stay on top of that. Robert came through with the 10 schmackaroos, queuing up Don Lemon with the maracas. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. But yeah, let's get May off to a good start with the super chats, the Cash App, all that good stuff, man. Let's get this off to a good start. May needs to be one of our best months, and I feel like y'all can make that happen. So get it going. Get it fucking going, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, Shayna Baszler. Let's talk about Shayna. We saw this one coming a mile away. It felt like WWE was kind of delaying the inevitable with her. Like, I don't know why they were like holding her hostage. And yeah, this was like 2 or 3 years overdue. And I don't mean that in a negative way. I don't mean like, oh, Shayna Baszler deserved to get released. No, we actually think Shayna Baszler would do better outside of WWE. And I hate that TNA became a WWE adjacent entity, because that's a place where I think she really could have done well. But now I could see her being like a GCW regular. Unfortunately, they're WWE adjacent as well. But like I could see her being like a GCW regular. I could see her maybe doing a couple guest spots in AEW. Maybe doing a couple guest spots in Japan, maybe. But I think her path is going to be one of those paths where she goes running back to WWE once she gets her profile back up. Don't ask me why I feel that way. I just do. I feel like once she gets her profile back up and WWE picks up the phone, she's going to answer. She's going to take whatever deal they offer, and she's going to go running. That's just my opinion, but Werner, give your take.
You know, I think her being a part of the revamped Stardom would probably help her out tremendously. And then again, doing guest spots on indies here and there, whether it be Defy, GCW, maybe even Ring of Honor, AEW, somewhere in there. But this is the last of the 4 horsewomen of MMA, right? WWE doesn't have any more of the horsewomen.
Yeah.
So yikes. Yeah, I mean, this is definitely way overdue. I just see her, honestly, I think Japan would be really good for her right now.
Agreed.
Wow. All right, up next. Oh boy. Get your tissues ready, Daryl. Dakota Kai. Boy, the simps were out in force.
Werner.
Once she was released.
Stop the presses, dog. I'm going to tell you the God's honest truth. I already got my kudos earlier from y'all showing me love for predicting this, but I dead ass told every single person on this entire show that y'all watch and love that the moment I saw her with her curls and her natural hair, I knew she was about to get released. WWE wants their women to have straight hair. Only a select few women get to have curly hair, really. And so when I saw her go to her natural hair, I knew the writing was on the wall. I said, she's about to get released. I said that. That was my exact words. The moment, and it's ironic in a way, the moment she started being herself, she got released.
Yep.
The moment she called out Nick Khan for lying about people being benched and all that, the moment she did that, she got released. I told y'all this on Wednesday. I saw the writing on the wall. And I flat out told y'all releases were coming today. I flat out told y'all that. But Dakota Kai was the main one where I told every single one of you, she's loosening up. And that was how I knew she was about to get released. She started opening her mouth a little bit. Pause if necessary.
Mm-hmm.
She started being more natural about herself, her hair and all. I said, oh, that's a sign that she's gone. WWE does not reward originality or individual or being an individual. They don't reward that.
No.
They don't. They punish it.
Mm-hmm.
And in this case, they fired it. Dakota Kai is an interesting take. Let's talk about the wrestling side now. Dakota Kai is an interesting case. She's not young enough to run the indies and build up her profile, and she's not old enough to where she's a write-off. She's in a very interesting spot in her career. She's in a very, very, very interesting spot in her career. She has to, this is one of those ones where I say she has to figure out what she wants to do next. She has to sit down and go, am I going to try to work my way back to WWE? Or am I going to go bet on myself and actually, well, invest in it like Mercedes did? I think the latter option is the better option because I don't know if y'all remember this or not. Dakota Kai was one of Triple H's first re-signings that got released.
Mm-hmm.
So Dakota, if you're thinking more of the former and you're thinking I'm going to do whatever I can to prove myself to WWE and take the long road like Cody did, I'm going to show WWE. I'm going to take the long road back to WWE. If you're thinking of doing that, Dakota, just don't, sweetie. What, this is twice? Just don't. Move on. Do not sign on the dotted line again. Just don't. They have showed you what they think of you. The WWE fan base has showed you what they think of you. Because it took, Warren, I swear, bro, this shit took maybe all of like an hour and 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
At first, everybody was so outraged and hurt by her release. But, dude, within 90 minutes, it was, oh, well, she was injury prone anyway, so good riddance.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you want to go back there? Why would you want to go? That's what the fan base thinks of you. There's a person in our comment section right now that literally just said what I just said, word for word. That's what they think of you. And sometimes you got to let people expose themselves for what they really are. And we're going to talk about that in a second after we get through with these releases. But yeah, I will never be that person to say, oh, too bad. They were injury prone anyway. Oh, bye. Good. I've never been that person, even with my own like sports teams. That's corny. That's a corny ass thing to say. So whoever it was that said that, I can't see the comment now. Whoever it was that said that shit is corny. Cut that shit out. And if what I'm saying makes you not watch us again, so fucking be it. I don't care. That's corny as fuck. It's funny. Me and Werner were just talking about injuries we sustained from sports in our lives just last night.
Yeah, we did.
So I would never wish injury on her. I do think she's injury prone, yes, but at the end of the day, she does have some talent. WWE never capitalized on said talent. Now, do I think she's what her simps make her out to be? No. Absolutely not. No. Now, if you would have said that, I would have been fine. Now, if you would have based it off of her actual skill, instead of saying, oh, she was injury prone anyway, bye, I would have been like, okay, cool. I understand that. I respect that. But to make it about her injuries, you're a fucking dickhead. I'm just going to call you what you are. Because we just talking about stuff you can't control. You can wear as many knee pads as you want. Injuries happen. Okay? But no, if you asked her motherfucking simps though, oh, they'd tell you she's like timeless Tony Storm.
Mm-hmm.
They'd tell you she's the greatest thing to happen to professional wrestling. I've never subscribed to that about Dakota Kai. I've never subscribed to that about Dakota Kai, but I do think she has some talent in the ring. And I think she has talent that she's never gotten to showcase because WWE is not a wrestling promotion. Simple as that. So, Dakota, stay away. And I saw a couple people that had their heads screwed on straight telling you the same thing. Stay away.
Mm-hmm.
Just stay away. That's all you got to do, beloved. That's it. Want to give your take on it.
Don't go back to WWE. I mean, you're going to be 37 on Tuesday. WWE is not going to want to pick up 40-year-old women or close to 40-year-old women.
That's
I would just, I mean, let's be real here. I think, maybe taking the spot of, what Shayna should do.
Mm-hmm.
Guest spot here, guest spot there. Never knowing where, kind of like the Zack Ryder thing, showing up wherever, whenever, wherever type thing. Like you never know where they're going to be. I just don't go back to WWE.
The snitches are going to clip that and say, "Oh, he called you Zack Ryder instead of Matt Cardona, so be careful."
Oh, shut the fuck up.
I'm telling you what they're going to do, bro.
It's not the end of the fucking world. He was Zack Ryder for how many years?
Oh, Chloe came through with 2 smackaroos. Hi, Chloe. He said, "I'm done with WWE. Shayna is gone. Reason I watch." Yeah, I remember you coming in here, campaigning for Shayna Baszler. I remember that, but they should have let her go like 2-3 years ago so she could have spread her wings and kind of soared a little bit. But now it just feels too little, too late.
Yeah,
in typical WWE fashion, might I add. It feels too little, too late. Now it feels like the iron that was hot when it came to Shayna Baszler is not hot anymore. You could put your whole hand on it and you won't get burned, and I hate that. And I really hate that because Shayna did deserve better. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Let's keep it going.
All righty. Since they were a tag team, I'm going to put them together. Katana Carter and Katana Chance.
This one was probably one of the more shocking ones to me. How do you fumble an athlete that is of the caliber of Casey Catanzaro? Like, how does that happen? I'm so serious. That was, I've been singing her praises for a long time.
I think ever since she came to WWE.
Like, dude.
And when she was in NXT.
Yeah, how does that happen? How do you fumble one of the greatest athletes I've personally ever seen? That little woman is a demon athletically. How the fuck do you fuck that up? Respectfully, if you want to talk about a sleeper signing that I feel like Tony Khan, he ain't got to back up the Brinks truck, but I feel like Tony Khan should be on the phone with her in 30 days or whatever her no compete clause is. That's one of them. That is one of them. I hope she doesn't lose the love for professional wrestling because she's not in WWE anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But Casey, sweetheart, please stay in wrestling.
Yeah.
It was stuff I saw her do in NXT as a part of her moveset. I was like, oh my God, that was incredible. And then out of nowhere, she just stopped doing those moves. And I was like, they got to her. They got to her. They told her, oh, don't do that. You could tell Casey was one of those people that she really dedicated herself to it. She tried to use her athleticism to do cool moves. And WWE was like, none of that. None of that. No, we can't have you outshining our chosen ones. No. None of that. So, Casey, if Tony Khan picks up the phone and calls you, please answer. Because I actually think you have a ton of potential in professional wrestling. You are an athletic demon, sweetheart. I don't understand. I'm sure Richard O'Shea might feel a way about it because y'all used to date, but
Mm.
it is what it is. But yeah, if Tony Khan calls you, Casey, pick up the phone. Caden Carter is a little bit different for me, though. I feel like Caden Carter is one of those it is what it is type of prospects. We were talking about prospects on Wednesday. I feel like she's one of those she is what she is type of prospects. However, I do think her and Casey work very well together. But if I'm Tony, I don't take them as a package deal. I just want Casey.
Mm-hmm.
I hate to say it. I feel like Caden is like Red Velvet. Red Velvet is just what Red Velvet is. She's not going to be any better. She's not going to be... Werner, don't do that. I used to simp for her like fucking crazy.
I know. I'm not saying
but
bad.
Yeah, but Red Velvet is just one of those prospects where she is what she is. Dana Brooke, she just kind of is what she is. I could keep going, by the way. But like, yeah, you get my point. So Caden, they already got a Red Velvet in Ring of Honor, sweetheart.
Yeah.
They already got a Red Velvet in Ring of Honor, sweetheart. I don't know what the future looks like for you. I don't. Maybe MLW? I don't know. But she's one of those ones, to make this a long story short, I could see her being WWE adjacent and signing to TNA. But Casey, if TNA picks up the phone and calls, you hang up. If Tony picks up the phone and calls, you take the call. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to leave it at that. I think Tony can make you into a star. But go ahead, give your thoughts.
You know, I'm in agreement with what you said, but like, this is another one where it's like, you know, you have a homegrown tag team for the women's division and just gone. What's the point then? Get rid of again, we have to go back to getting rid of these titles because you're not fostering women's tag team wrestling at all. You're not keeping any of the, you know, teams together. So what's the point of having those fucking titles? Get rid of them.
Yo, Leroy, you aren't in here. You showed up late, bro. But if you skip ahead, you going in timeout, dog. I hate to say it, bro. But like, yeah, man, that's how we gonna start doing this, bro. We're going to cover it. So for everybody's watching right now, anybody might have got in here late, we're talking about the releases. We're going to talk about the aftermaths of the releases. Do not try to do our show for us. We'll get to it. Okay? So don't be mad if you're like, why can't I comment? I'm telling you why you can't comment. Got it? Stop trying to do our show for us. Y'all come here, y'all sit down, y'all watch us, and we appreciate y'all. We appreciate every single person that watches the show. But when you try to make yourself the show, we gotta put you in timeout, and if you keep doing it, we gotta pack you up. Simple. And anybody who has a wrench, if you wonder why your wrench keeps getting taken away, it's because if you're not using it, what is the point of you having it? So don't hit me up, talk about what happened to my wrench. If you're not using your wrench and you see a comment that's clearly skipping ahead or something you probably know for a fact we're going to cover and you're not doing, I'm taking away your wrench. Simple as that. All right. Keep going, Werner.
All right. Up next, we got Cora Jade.
Okay. I told myself I'm a keep it classy. I told myself this was one where I had to brace myself because I had to say to myself multiple times, I'm gonna keep it classy. I'm gonna keep it so classy. I'm gonna
classy after the show.
But Werner, I'm gonna say something that one of our viewers said. One of our truth seekers says. This ain't me saying it.
Okay.
One of our truth seekers said this.
Okay.
One of our truth seekers said, looks like trying to sleep your way to the top doesn't work. One of our truth seekers said that, not me. Now I'm gonna discuss it from the personal side, and I'm gonna discuss it on the wrestling side. On a personal side, oh God, I gotta keep it classy. Oh, this is rough. This is rough. You know why, guys? I'm a classy dude in general, but like, it's hard for me to keep it classy with a person that you just know ain't shit.
Isn't class?
Like, when you know it's a person that ain't shit, it's hard to keep it classy, bro. I know you just came in late, Lobo Zozo. We'll get to SmackDown. I'm giving you 5 minutes instead of 10, bro. No skipping ahead. We'll talk about SmackDown. If you are commenting on SmackDown right now, don't be surprised if you get timed out. We're talking about the releases. And I told you I'm gonna start enforcing it. And again, if you have a wrench and you're not catching it, don't be surprised if your wrench goes away.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna read that super chat in a second. Don't worry. Oh boy. Boy. Elena. Cora. On a personal side, oh my God, dude, it is no way around what I want to say. It is no way around what I want to say. Like, I'm really trying my best, but it is no way around what I want to actually say. Cora, you're not a good person, sweetheart. You're not a good person, sweetheart. You're a known promiscuous individual. You're a known and perennial bad attitude haver. You're not what you think you are as a person. This is as classy as I could keep it, y'all. I'm really trying my best.
I'm really impressed right now.
I'm really trying my best right now.
I think this is probably the classiest you can keep it.
Cora, beloved, you are just not a solid person. So as a person, I can't say, oh, I wish you continued success, because, sweetheart, I know how you get down. I know who you stepped on. I know who you stepped on sexually. I know who you, I know about you. And when you know about a person, it's hard to look past that. Does that make sense? That's like if somebody comes into your, like, let's say your mom, leaves your dad and she gets a new man, and this man ain't shit. You've heard it all around the neighborhood. You'd have heard it in the barbershop, and then all of a sudden this man pop up in your house and he boinking your mama. The first thing you gonna do when you get your mom alone is be like, Mom, what the hell are you doing? That's how I feel about any promotion as a person. That's how I feel about any promotion that signs Cora Jade to a long-term deal. Tony, if you want another Miro, Malachi Black, Jade Cargill type of situation, go ahead and sign her. Sign her. But go ahead. If you want another Cancer in your locker room, if you want a younger, more big-breasted Britt Baker in your locker room, go ahead. Be my guest. Be my guest. But, dog, I just wouldn't. And as a wrestler, I don't think she has a big amount of talent. I don't. I've never seen what people see in her as a wrestler. Let me just put it that way. God, I'm really trying to be nice. You know what? I'm gonna plead the fifth on this. I'm just gonna back out. I'm just gonna hit the ejecto-cito, because what I really want to say, I know some snitch is gonna clip it and send it to her and be like, oh, look at what they're saying about you. Oh my God. But it's like, it's true though.
Mm-hmm.
Like, everyone knows this about her. Like, those who know. Those on the Chicago indie scene know.
Mm-hmm.
There's a name in AEW right now that if I pulled her up on the show right now, if I called her on the phone right now and said, hey, what's your take on Elena? She's going to be like, fuck no. She's going to be like, fuck no. Keep her far away. So as a person and as a wrestler, sweetie, I got nothing. Ejectocito. Go ahead, Warner.
Mm-hmm.
I got nothing.
You know what? Honestly, I feel like this is one that'll go right to TNA and bite her time and wait till WWE calls.
I agree.
I don't know what else. Just I think that's the perfect situation. I don't think anything else will work out for her.
It's a situation with her where it's like, if you were raised in a classy household, if you were raised in a respectable household, you were taught this one saying: if you don't have anything good to say, I think most of y'all can finish that. She's one of those people. I don't have anything good to say. I just don't. I just don't. And that's all I got.
Yeah, that's all I got too.
That's all I got.
So up next, the return of Priscilla Kelly, Gigi Dolan dead.
You know, that's one of those weird moments, one of those weird things where it's like you see a homie on the block and then 30 minutes later, you find out he's on the way to the hospital in like critical condition. And you're like, what the fuck happened? I just was with him like 30 minutes ago. And you find out his car flipped over like 3 fucking times. You're like, what the fuck? I was just kicking it with her. And it's like, damn. I was just seeing on social media, oh, she's in the crowd at Raw. And I'm like, what? That is a prime example of WWE basically going, we are so creatively bankrupt that we're going to release you because we literally just don't know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
That is, to me, that was WWE waving the white flag. That was the white flag release. Priscilla Kelly was the white flag release. We cannot figure out what to do with your talent, your sex appeal. We cannot figure out what to do with your technical wrestling ability. We can't figure out what to do with your charisma. We can't figure out what to do with any part of you. So we're waving the white flag. It is the Jack on the door lore. Could Jack fit on the door? They gave up on trying to figure out if Jack could fit on the door. So they just let Jack fucking drown in the fucking cold ass ocean.
Mm-hmm.
They waved the white flag on Priscilla Kelly. And I'm going to give the same advice to Priscilla Kelly that I just gave to Dakota Kai. Do not come back.
No.
You are one of the few women in pro wrestling right now where you can make more money outside of WWE than you can make within it. You can be more creatively fulfilled outside of WWE than you can in it. Basically, I'm saying, Priscilla, because I met you, we chopped up game. Priscilla, you don't need WWE.
No.
I'm looking directly into the camera. How about, hey, snitches, how about you send this clip to her? Priscilla, you don't need WWE. WWE needs you. You have everything: talent, sex appeal, charisma, a look. You have it all. You do not need WWE. I cannot say that shit enough. They waved the white flag on you, cool. Tell them next time you want to wave a green light at me, turn that bitch red. Because I'm good. Do not go back. That is an order, Private. Do not go back. Because she doesn't need them, bro. She never did.
Doesn't. No, I'm still shocked that Tony let her get away.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. I think she went there to repair her image after that whole tampon spot thing. Remember that?
Oh,
I think she went there to repair her image. That's what I really think that was. I think she went there to repair her image. And I know your man is in TNA. I know he's in TNA. Don't go to TNA. You need to shine on a national stage.
Yes.
Another one of those things like Casey. If Tony Khan calls you, pick up the phone. Anyone else call you, hang up. Please. You need to be seen on national television. Straight up, bro. Go ahead, give your take, man.
I think she should go right. I mean, if Tony calls in 90 or 30 days,
30,
whatever
she got
it
30.
is. Oh, she got 30? So
Yeah.
in 30 days, pick up the call, whatever issues you have with Darby.
Sort it.
Because you both need AEW.
That's the stage
and
you
can
be on.
Yeah, and you can shine. You have so many match opportunities in AEW that it's not even funny.
Yeah.
So many fresh matchups that I think a lot of us would love to see. Just go there. You will be happy. I'm very hopeful you will be happy there. And I'm sure there's ways, if you cannot work it out with Darby, that they can work around that.
Yeah. You could be on Collision or something. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm telling you right now, and here's the biggest selling point of all. Priscilla, you'll get to be you.
Right.
You'll get to be you. You don't got to worry about WWE policing you or no shit like that, or telling you what you can and can't post and all that. You could be you. And not only can you be you could be you on a national stage.
Mm-hmm.
Do not go back to WWE, Priscilla. Please. Let me read these super chats real quick. Mundo Fuego came through with 10 Schmackaroo saying, lit fees. Why are you lit? Says Shayna and Dakota Kai to the dub. If anyone, Tony needs to show restraint and focus on the home front. Most of these releases will be re-signed to TNA and AAA, though. I bet the Nao on it. Okay, well, I mean, look, Priscilla and Casey need to go to AEW, though.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they need to be seen on a national stage. They just need, that's just my opinion. And then, hold on, wait, one more. Marlo came through with 5 Schmackaroo, said, pleading the fifth on course the best. Yeah, dude, I'm too much of a gentleman, bro. Like, it's so much I want to say, but I'm like, dude, I'd end up sounding like a really bitter dude, bro. And I don't want to sound like that. And I'm not even bitter towards her. I'm bitter towards the people I know she's fucked over. That's why I'm bitter towards her, because I know the people she fucked over on her way to the top. And I also know the people she fucked on the way to the top.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So, like, I'm trying to keep it classy, bro. I'm really trying to keep it classy, bro. That's all. All right, let's keep it rolling, man.
All righty, Eddie Thorpe.
I'm going to be honest, I wasn't too familiar with his work.
Same.
I got nothing.
All right, up next, we got Jakara Jackson.
Oh, my God. Okay. I said on Wednesday's show when I was talking about WWE doing releases today, I said WWE is going to do releases, and it's going to be somebody that's going to slip through the cracks. It's going to be one person that WWE is going to be like, shit, fuck. Why do we let them go again? Jakara Jackson is going to be one of those. She's still very green, but the talent and the potential are there. And if anybody, and somebody goes, here come the snitches, getting ready to press a record clip button, you could tell her I said it, you could tell Trick I said it too. If anybody should have been released, Lash should have been released.
Yeah.
I don't know what NXT simp see in Lash Legend. I've been saying that. I've kept that same energy since she's been signed. I do not know what the NXT simps see in Lash Legend. I don't. I do not. I feel like she has already hit her ceiling. I've never been impressed with Lash Legend's work. I have never been impressed with Lash Legend's work. At least with Jakara, you could see the potential. At least with Jakara, you could see the potential. Lash Legend has peaked. If anybody should have been released, it should have been Lash Legend. Now somebody may say, oh, so you want a black woman to lose her job? That's not what I said. If we're going, if the releases were based off of talent evaluation, between Jakara Jackson and Lash Legend should have been released. She has been Performance Center maxed out. She gets more love than Sol Ruka gets, and Sol Ruka deserves all the love.
Mm-hmm.
That's the crazy part. Lash Legend gets the love that Sol Ruka deserves. But I do not know what the NXT simp see in Lash Legend. I never will see it. I just don't see it with her. I just do not see it with her. I don't. And I know the snitches are getting ready to send this to Trick. I know the snitches are getting ready to send this to Lash. Okay. All right. Guess what? Just like we did with the Braun Strowman thing, I'm going to double down and I'm going to triple down. Because if you've watched our show before, you know I've been saying this for like 2 years now. Or however long she's been there. I've been saying this for a while now, basically. So that's going to be one of those ones where they're going to regret that. I think they're going to regret that. But go ahead, Warner.
Up next, we got Riley Osborne.
Not familiar.
From Chase U.
Yeah, not familiar.
Same.
It's funny that I know of everybody else from that Chase U shit, but that person.
But that person?
Yeah, that's weird.
All of Gallus has been released.
That didn't shock me. I'm going to tell you why. They maxed out with NXT UK.
Mm-hmm.
When NXT UK ended, that was it. Tyler Bate, same thing. Same thing. Pete Dunne, same thing. They all peaked in NXT UK. You want to know how just absolutely just bad WWE is at what they do? They had Mako Satomura in fucking NXT UK.
Yeah.
And some people might say, oh, that was by her choice. She didn't want to travel to the US. Let me say this again. They had Mako Satomura in NXT UK.
Didn't Mako come to the US to fight Mandy to unify the NXT women's titles with the UK?
Mako Satomura should have been a special attraction.
I agree.
And should have only worked very big dates.
Mm-hmm.
On the main roster. You missed my point entirely. You missed my point like entirely.
Mm-hmm.
That's how terrible this company is at talent evaluation. So Gallus peaked in NXT UK because they didn't have a long-term plan for NXT UK to begin with. Once you saw that they were using it as an alternate universe NXT, everybody should have saw the writing on the wall. Would not be shocked if Tyler Bate is gone soon. Would not be shocked if Pete Dunne is gone soon. A lot of those NXT UK people are gone. A lot of them are gone right now.
Mm-hmm.
And peep this. Isn't one of the most successful people to come out of NXT UK Rhea Ripley?
Yep.
And she's from fucking Australia.
I mean, if you want to get super technical, you could say Toni Storm too.
Werner, one of the most successful people to come out of NXT, there you go, missing my point again. One of the most successful people to come out of NXT UK that is in WWE, because I'm not in the mood for technicalities right now, is an Australian person. It's called NXT UK.
Mm-hmm.
I knew somebody was gonna come in here and say Walter. I knew somebody was going to come in here and say, Walter. I knew somebody was going to come in here and say, Walter. Walter just tapped in 8 seconds to Jey Uso at WrestleMania.
Yeah, no.
If you don't stop, I knew one of you motherfuckers was going to say it. I knew some Fed Walker tendencies was going to kick in with one of y'all.
Mm-hmm.
You talk about the man that just tapped to fucking Jey Uso at WrestleMania. And then you going to bring up one member of the Secret Service. If you don't fucking stop. And ain't Gunther from Austria?
Yep.
If you don't stop. If you don't spin the block on that and pull it back. He's about to go against Pat McAfee at Backlash.
Mm-hmm.
I felt it coming. A couple of them fell for the trap. I'm like, I said one or two of these motherfuckers is going to say Walter. I felt it. I didn't think, it's one of the things where it's like you hope you don't see it, but you knew it was coming. That was one of those moments. And then Michael Latina saying, Kaylee Ray, that's funny as shit. That is so funny. Come on, y'all. Y'all gotta turn them Fed Walker tendencies down to a 0, bro. Respectfully. Okay, Senor Nerd owned up to it. That's what I'm talking about. Eric didn't own up to it. He said, that's true, I'll take it back. Said, if McAfee goes over Walter, I'm going ballistic. Would it shock you?
No, I mean...
You said I was thinking successful in NXT UK. Okay, so now let's play the literal game. Let's play the literal game. Hey, Werner. Is this promotion that Walter dominated in still around?
No.
So what does that mean?
That means it's not successful.
What is a dead reign and a dead promotion mean?
Means nothing.
Boy, some of y'all be showing y'all Fed Walker tendencies a little bit. What does that mean? What does that mean?
Means nothing. I mean, it's dead. NXT UK is dead. All those title reigns dead. All those matches dead.
And Michael, I'm about to put you on the spot, bro. How many NXT UK matches have you gone back and watched in the last year? Oops.
Yeah.
Oops. You get my point? You see what? See, I don't like talking to y'all like y'all kids. That's the thing. But I had to play the literal game for a second. I had to play the literal game for 1 second. Because that's how that sounds when you say that to us. Say that, right, let me see what we got. Okay, cool. Okay. All right, cool. Own it. That's all I'm saying. Own it. Own it. That's it. I've said this before on stream. Let's not make excuses for this company.
Right.
This is supposed to be the industry standard. Let's not make it. Let's hold this company accountable for all of their failures. Because I don't see a reason not to. I really don't see a reason not to. Especially at the rate they're going. I'm going to hold them accountable for every fuck up. And y'all should too. But let's keep going.
Last one is Javier Bernal.
Oh, I
has
missed
been
that
released.
One. I missed that.
That
one.
just dropped an hour ago.
Oh yeah, I missed that one. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, they still releasing. That mean they're gonna probably be releasing into the rest of the night.
Yeah. Real quick, before we get into SmackDown, TNA has informed their locker room excessive blood and blading will not be permissible in the promotion anymore.
Yeah, I posted that like 2 hours ago, bro. Let me talk about that real quick. Of course, I saw the WWE fans loved it. That didn't shock me. It didn't bug me even that they loved the fact that it's not going to be blood in TNA anymore. What bugged me more than anything is the fact of the matter that TNA as a company and as a promotion is capitulating to the WWE way when the WWE way has not worked for them in any business metric so far.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? I'm using WWE drone and Fed Walker logic. If them doing things the WWE way was making their attendance go up and it was, bringing new fans to the product, the make believe casual fan, because that's made up. You want to know what casual fan is like coded language for to WWE fans? You want to know what that's coded language for? Create a fan like me.
Yeah.
That's what it is. That's literally what it is. Create a fan like me, a dork. Why aren't they making the product dork inclusive? I feel like casual fan was a term created by WWE fans. I really believe that. At least when it comes to wrestling. I feel like that term was created by WWE fans. It's coded language. Because every time you ask them, what do you consider a casual fan? They answer with, well, someone like me. I wasn't watching this just a few years ago, but then I watched it and I felt like I could associate with it. They want to add to that WWE drone army. But TNA, you're making a grave mistake. It's going to kill you. You're becoming WWE light, literally. And it has been proven since you've been partnered with them that it does not work. It has not drove up your attendance. It has not made your promotion better. They have vacuumed all of your top talents except for one. Your product is getting worse. The interest in your product is dwindling. So you making it WWE drone friendly is not going to work. You know why? Because, oops. WWE fans don't watch anything but WWE. They only watch the core products. If it's not Raw, NXT, or SmackDown, they're not going to watch it. They're not going to attend it. You want to know what I've noticed WWE is doing to TNA now? Instead of taking them behind the woodshed and giving them the old yellow treatment, they're handing them the rope. Mm-hmm. They're going, here, go ahead. Put whatever knot you want to put in there. We'll put the chair underneath you. Kick it when you feel ready. And TNA's like, sure, I just learned how to tie a Windsor knot the other day. Step away from the fucking rope before it's too late. Because now you want to know what they think is happening. You want to know what some people in WWE told TNA, and they told Anthem, if you guys drop the blood and you drop all the violent stuff, we might be able to negotiate a big TV deal for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
TNA is about to shop their product. Here is where TNA is about to get bit in the fucking ankles. Do you think WWE is going to let TNA get a better TV deal than NXT? Please answer that question. Do you think WWE is going to let TNA get a better TV deal than NXT? And then when TNA is back at square one with a shitty TV deal that on a channel that no one can get, they gonna be like, damn, we made all these changes for what?
Mm-hmm.
And me and Werner gonna be sitting here like, we told you. You should have stepped away from the motherfucking rope and chair when you had the chance. But no. Partnership. TNA is about to fuck themselves, dude.
Mm-hmm. And that's when WWE will swoop in and go, here for pennies on the dollar. We'll take this off your hands.
Oh, we're sorry that TV deal shopping didn't go so well.
Mm-hmm.
We got this nice little check for you if you guys want to, That's what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
They just did it to AAA. That's what's going to happen. This is the most I've ever seen WWE play the long game in a long time. They're buying their time. They're like, yeah, TNA, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, clean up your product. See if you could get a TV deal. Yeah. Yeah, no, we'll help you. Oh, it didn't. Oh, you weren't able to get anything? Well, guys, we'll make an offer for you if you like.
Mm-hmm.
How slow are y'all? Over there at Anthem and TNA, how slow are y'all, bro? Falling for the fucking okie doke. Off of that shitty ass company. Guys, Warner, did you have a drone accountability? Because I got a topic I want to touch on.
No, let's just forego it tonight.
Let's do it. So I got a topic I want to touch on. I'm going to make this fast because, guys, we've given a lot of content. We're an hour and 16 in already. I got a topic I want to discuss, and I'm going to open it. I'm going to preface this entire topic by saying this flat out. You could clip it. You could slow my voice down. You could speed it up. You could do whatever you want. You could manipulate it. Whatever you want to do. I'm going to say this as definitively as I possibly can. For the people in the back, for the people in the rafters, for the people working outside the building, for the people down the damn block. The WWE fan base is the worst fan base of anything ever.
Yes. Yes.
Do you need me to say it again? I want to make sure this is clear and it is definitive. I want this to be clear as damn crystal. WWE fans are the worst fan base of anything. Pop culture, sport, in anything. Y'all are the worst. This reached a head today. It reached a point today with something that we shared and we posted. Please, for the love of God, don't nobody fucking skip ahead. If you skip ahead on this topic, I ain't gonna lie, I'm packing you up. You just won't come back to the channel. Let me cook. When it comes to the cult-like mentality of WWE fans, there's no one that surpasses you. I think somebody said in one of our other streams that I try not to say those words for the algorithm, but you know that guy that in Germany, and somebody said, they would have killed for this level of support.
Mm-hmm.
And we agreed. But this reached a head because I basically said, after I found out that WWE fans worked to have Samantha Irvin's music video for her single shadow banned, I said, can we stop pretending that this isn't just that one specific fan base? Like, can the jig be up? Can we finally stop all lives mattering WWE fans and their fuck ups, please? Of course I got heat when I posted that. Of course I did. But I got even more heat when I had reposted And I think this person actually watches our show. Let me find it real quick, guys. Do not skip ahead. Again, you will be packed up permanently. Do not skip ahead. Calm your fucking anxiety down. I'm just letting you know.
Real quick while you're looking that up.
I got it.
Oh, you got
it.
Okay.
Let me cook. I got it. I think this is a person that watches our show, Voice of the Marks. I'm not sure because y'all be having weird screen names on one place and a different screen name in another, and like pick a struggle. But Voice of the Marks put this so eloquently and so beautifully. The description he gave of WWE fans. I mean, when I tell you he hit the nail on the head, if he hit the nail on the head any better, I would tell that man to get into the skyscraper building business. I would tell him to start his own architecture firm. This motherfucker hit the nail on the head precisely about WWE fans. This is a bit of a read, but y'all know I read faster than Werner, so don't worry about it. But Voice of the Mark said, WWE fans love to act like they ride for their faves until that fave chooses themselves. Remember when Samantha Irvin was treated like a goddess for her announcements? Y'all spam clips, quotes, and reactions every time she said a wrestler's name. Y'all swore she was the best to ever do it. But the moment Ricochet left and she stood by her man instead of jumping ship like y'all predicted, the love dried up. She announces she's chasing her dream in music, and suddenly WWE Twitter turns on her like she committed a crime. Now you're calling her a flop, a traitor, even mass reporting her first song on YouTube until it got shadow banned. This is the same woman y'all couldn't stop praising. And this line right here, guys, ladies and gentlemen, this line right here, put it on a canvas and hang it in the fucking Louvre, whatever that shit, however you say that shit. You know what I'm talking about. It's in Paris.
Mm-hmm.
He said, WWE fans don't support talent. They worship obedience. God damn.
Bang, 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 bang.
Oh my God. Every now and again, somebody in the IWC says something that I'm just like, bro, hang that up in a fucking museum. That was one of those. Voice of the Marks, again, I think you watch our show. If you watch our show, bro, I'm giving you kudos. I wish more of our viewers would talk like that on social media. Instead, they be under these motherfucker statuses simping. That took nuts to say, homie. That took nuts, homie. Bro, you get a salute from me. That took nuts, homie. Man, look, people should screenshot that one line. And anytime a WWE fan tries to say AEW fans are worse or any other fan base is worse, they should just drop that screenshot right there. That's a mic drop. You know why it's a mic drop? It's the truth. Point blank, simple, cut it, paste it, print, whatever you want to do. That is the truth, Ruth. That is the fucking truth. I'm talking about from sentence one until the very end. That shit was the truth. You don't gotta like it. You don't gotta love it. Hell, you don't even gotta be near it. But you gonna get this work. Because one thing you drones and you fair walkers need to understand, the truth don't change. The truth is always the truth. 24/7, 365. But I noticed something about y'all. That shit gets y'all so pissed off, bro. The truth gets y'all so angry. It gets y'all so angry. But here's something I don't want to see under our post, in our reviews. Don't ever come in our shit saying, both sides have bad people. Yeah. Don't come in here with that bullshit. Here's okay, I'll grant you this. You're right. Both sides do have bad people. But let me hit you up. Let me hit you up real quick. I'm going to give an analogy, and I need to make sure y'all keeping up with me. I'm going to give y'all an analogy. Who here has been to Las Vegas in a lifetime? Who here has been to Las Vegas in a lifetime? Okay. And whoever else, raise your hand. Raise your hand. Who else has been here been to Las Vegas in a lifetime? Who else has been to Las Vegas? I said here. I'm not in Las Vegas. I'm in Chicago. But yeah, make it fast. Okay. I'm seeing a couple. I have. Okay. Let me ask y'all a question. If you unscrew one light bulb out of a marquee in Las Vegas, does that sign stop shining? Does it stop illuminating? Yes or no?
No.
Okay. Now let's flip it. Werner, if you are at a hotel in Las Vegas and you're looking at the front sign of your hotel you're staying at, and a wrecking ball comes and demolishes the marquee, do those lights shine?
No.
Why?
I mean, the ones around it, but not the ones that got hit by the wrecking ball.
And there is the comparison between AEW fans and WWE fans. You can unscrew one WWE fan that doesn't act like that, but guess what? There's still millions of other light bulbs that keep that sign going.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas if there's one bad light bulb on the AEW side, here comes the fucking wrecking ball to knock down the whole goddamn sign. Tony Khan said it best when he said, to be AEW is to be under constant attack. Y'all laughed at him for saying that.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all laughed at him for saying that. If there's one bad AEW fan, here comes the WWE fucking wrecking ball. Here comes the WWE drone wrecking ball to play the game of whataboutism. What about this one bad fan? Dude, I can unscrew one light bulb in the WWE fandom sign that's a good one, and it's still 2-3 million bad ones. That's the difference. The whole AEW sign could be full of good light bulbs, and here y'all come with a goddamn wrecking ball. And the AEW sign it's just minding its business. It's just minding its business. It's just lighting up the strip. It ain't causing nobody no harm. And here y'all come with a fucking wrecking ball. And then when the owner of the hotel is like, hey man, that's my sign. What are you doing? We're still in operation. Why did you just destroy my sign? They go, just cause. Like, well, how can you compare the two? Y'all were sending death threats to Bryan Danielson.
Oh God, I remember that.
What do we do? What? So the one piece of pie in the WWE fan base is not tainted. It's supposed to make me forgive 500 other tainted pies. But if it's one bad AEW fan and it's 30 million good ones, I'm supposed to exclude the 30 million good ones for the sake of the one bad one? Translation, I'm saying there's way more shitty WWE fans than there are terrible AEW fans. I have described the WWE fan base as an army, as a cult. I've described it as so many things over the years. But you want me to ostracize the fucking one troop on the AEW side that went AWOL? Make that make any sense? And if you're calling the AEW fan base a shitty fan base, in this scenario, it's a takes one to know one type of situation. Like, if you're that committed to calling AEW a shitty fan base, takes one to know one in this scenario. Like, what are y'all, like, dude, where are y'all finding this material? Who is feeding y'all this material? Oh, AEW, if anything, AEW fans are worse. Where? Mm-hmm. And here's where they fold. Because, by the way, I'm not trying to call y'all out and give y'all a whole bunch of shit, but I got to call y'all out right now. I didn't see a lot of our viewers underneath this post. I saw a lot of people that don't watch our show underneath this post commenting, if anything. But shouts out to all the people who don't watch our show saying, okay, if AEW fans are as bad about wrestlers leaving if AEW fans are as bad about wrestlers leaving, give me an example of when we did anything like what y'all did to Samantha. I even said that. I said give me 3 examples of somebody getting heat for leaving the promotion on the level that Samantha Irvin and Ricochet got it. Crickets. And shouts out to the people that called them out underneath that post too. They were saying that was like, okay, give an example. They couldn't give an example. You know why? Because they're just making shit up. But something I'm not going to allow anymore. I'm not going, it's all of the IWC. Oh, you could say that about wrestling fans in general. I'm not. If I see you say that, I'm packing you up. I don't care if you've been watching the show since the first minute we streamed. I'm packing you up, bro. You are terrible for the wrestling community. People like you need to go. It's not the IWC. It's not all wrestling fans. Stop using that as a deflection to utilize whataboutism. Stop. It's just y'all. WWE fans, it's just you. You know how when the motherfucker, it's not you, it's me. No, it's not me, it's you. It's you. Stop putting it on all wrestling fans. Stop putting it on IWC. No, it's you. And it always has been you since WCW died. It's fucking you. I'm not going to let y'all off the fucking hook. And a lot of y'all be talking that tough Tony shit in our show, but I ain't see half of y'all underneath that post. I didn't even see a quarter of y'all underneath that damn post. I think the only person I saw was Matthew Shelton. I think maybe Catherine. I don't know. And don't say, oh, I didn't see the post. That shit went viral. Don't say, oh, I didn't see the post. No, it went viral. You saw the post. Hold on, I'm going to prove it. Hold on, just so you know I ain't bullshitting. I'm going to prove it. As of right now, that shit is sitting at 119,000 views. You mean to tell me out of all y'all that watch our show, out of these 119,000 views, none of y'all saw it, but Matthew Shelton? So don't come in our room talking all this old shit and then y'all get on Twitter and y'all be quiet. Please don't do that. Because I'm not afraid to call these motherfuckers out. Flatulous Man said he shared the post on X. Good. Oh, appreciate you. And this is another thing I'm not going to allow. Watch this. But let's clarify. He means WWE fans that only watch WWE and nothing else. Not the people who are fans of WWE and other companies in talent, but I'm going to ask y'all a sincere question. If y'all had to put a percentage on how many people watch WWE primarily, watch other stuff, how many WWE fans would you think that account for percentage-wise?
Less than 1%.
That deflection is not going to fucking work, dude. That deflection is not going to work. That deflection will not work. That deflection will not work. How many people who consume WWE primarily watch other stuff? I'll go out on an even further limb. How many people that consume WWE period watch other stuff? Period. Not even just primarily. How many people, because it could be a person that they like streaming other shows like Game of Thrones and Last of Us and all that stuff. How many people that just even watch WWE on a whim that watch other stuff? And Voice of the Marks, I ain't gonna lie, you kind of let me down there because you conceded the argument. Because I asked you, is that what you meant? And you said, yes, WWE fans are not pro wrestling fans. I don't think you understood the question, though, dog. I still think what you said is bars. Don't get me wrong. But you kind of let this one person off the hook. If I was you, I would have said, I'm going to be honest. I don't think people who even watch WWE casually watch other stuff. That's what I would have said. I would have went all the way with it. It seemed like you stopped just short of saying what really needed to be said. Even WWE fans that watch it casually, occasionally, how many of them do you think watch other shit? Like, that's my whole point. No, Fairwalkers sit in a category of their own. Let me tell you why Fairwalkers sit in a category of their own. Because Fairwalkers, they are the type of individuals that they can't keep their eyes off of WWE out of like nostalgia. It's a whole different context to Fairwalkers. Fairwalkers, they hit you every time you ask them, why do you still watch WWE? What answer do they always hit you with? Oh, I grew up watching it. Go ahead, Warner. You was finna say something.
They grew up and I have nothing. There's nothing else to watch on Mondays or Fridays. There's nothing's ever good.
That's exactly what they're gonna tell you.
Mm-hmm.
So no, it's a whole different context with Fairwalkers. It's a whole different context with Fairwalkers. Yeah, so I don't even know what you was getting at, bro. No, those are like the people that they blame it on nostalgia. You know how Jamie Foxx came out with blame it on alcohol? They blame it on the nostalgia. They do watch other shit. They actually do watch other shit. But secretly, they want everything to be like WWE.
Right.
Because it's what they grew up on.
Nothing's better than the WWE.
But yeah, they just won't say it though. They just won't say it. They won't outright say it though. Fairwalkers, I've said this before. Fairwalkers are like drones in training. Fairwalkers are like drones in training. Think of it like that. I still say Fairwalkers are worse. And the only reason why I say Fairwalkers are worse is because they spread out everywhere. You could find a Fairwalker at your damn local indie event. You could find a Fairwalker at a TNA show, a New Japan show. They're everywhere. Drones are typically just at WWE shows. But Fairwalkers are fucking everywhere. And they use coded language too. They use coded language as well.
And they have their own little beehives too.
Yeah, that's something that they do share with drones. That's why I call them drones in training. That's something they do share with drones. They have their coded language. Like they'll come to an AEW event and be like, oh man, I love the way, Will Ospreay wrestled, man. He's slowly but surely becoming my tribal chief. They'll say some shit like that. And you'll turn around and look at him and be like, let me see what this motherfucker got on real quick.
Right.
Let me see what this motherfucker got on real quick. And you turn around and boy, you see a goddamn Roman Reigns shirt. Mm-hmm. And you just like, oh shit.
OTC, OTC, OTC.
Yeah, buddy. I can't help it. It's the worst.
Yeah.
Damn, we did all that and we only had an hour 39. Shit, we could fly through SmackDown. Yeah, Ron said me
Ooh.
chance, call Mercedes, Sasha Banks. Yeah, fair walkers
Yeah.
have their coded language. You just got to know what to look out for.
That meat chant needs to
I
die.
want it to die a horrible, painful, flaming death.
Yeah.
Dude, that is, oh my God. And people say, how do you know if it's a fair walker chant if it started at All Out Chicago? No, it didn't. I made a mistake in saying that. I made the mistake of thinking it started at All Out Chicago. No, Big E started that shit.
Yep.
If you remember, Big E started that shit. He started that shit
Yeah.
when he said the big sweaty men slapping meat thing.
Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden, here come the Fed walkers because Tony's going to embrace it either way. Me. Never see that in WWE shows.
That's because fair walkers are infiltrators.
Yeah.
That's because fair walkers are infiltrators, bro.
Tip of the spear.
Yeah, they infiltrate. That's their sole purpose. Infiltrate so they could bring talking points back to the drone hive.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously, that's where drones get their talking points from, fair walkers. I don't know if y'all knew that or not. Let me see what we got. Man, much love to everybody in the building, man. Y'all been rocking out with us, man. Like gang, comment gang, share gang, donation gang. Hit the super chats, hit the Streamlabs link, hit the Cash App. I told y'all this was going to be a loaded stream. We had a lot to talk about. And yeah, man, I'm just ready to get this week over with WWE content. So, goddamn, it's time to get into the show that smacks us down, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to get into SmackDown. Fuck. Let me drink some malt at first. I'm gonna drink some malt.
I don't have coffee. I don't drink coffee. It's water. Water. It's always water down here, you know.
Yes, beautiful.
$25,000.
What are you talking about?
That's the fine now. $25,000. Let's make these fines hurt.
Oh, I wasn't even gonna talk about that. I was gonna bring up the fact that AAR Priest was walking backstage, and but I can't bring that up without bringing up the fact that Randy Orton was walking in and Tiffany Stratton was showing up too with her own special graphic because, you know, the usual montage of talents arriving at the arena is Werner's favorite part. He puts it on DVD. He is compiling it all so he could watch it back
I am not compiling it all at all.
Old. When he is 70 years old, he wants to watch the compilation of all talents arriving at the arena. And that's how he wants to die.
In 30 years.
That is how he wants to die, in a retirement home, watching a compilation of the usual montage of talent arriving at the arena.
No, that is torture.
That's what it is.
We should use that at Gitmo.
Oh my God. Could Werner be any more white? Find out on the next episode of CovalentTV. We should use that at Gitmo. Said it just like that too. All right. God damn. Okay. AAR Priest and watered down Fatu get into it. LA Knight walks past. He goes to the ring. I'm just going to be honest. They went back and forth a little bit. Just ended up challenging each other to a match. AAR Priest came out there acting like he was on his period. But then I remembered, I don't know if that was like his little fling. I don't know if that was his girl. I don't know if they are engaged. I don't know what they are. But AAR Priest looked pressed, homie. AAR Priest looked like he wanted to leave the building. You want to know what really happened? I'm actually cutting him some slack. You want to know what probably happened right before the cameras cut on for the show? He probably was on the phone with her, and she's probably bawling her eyes out. And he had to console her for like the better part of 30 minutes.
Right.
And then one of the agents came and grabbed him and was like, hey, we need you for this shot. And he was like, oh. And then it was like, okay, and after that, we need you for this promo. And he was really like, oh. You could see it was written on his face. You could see it.
The entire time.
He did not want to be there. You could tell he wanted to hop on a plane and fly straight to her. He did not want to be there. So, hey, man, I don't know how much of love they in, but like that man looked very, very, very depressed. All right. But ended up being
WWE making wrestlers depressed since 1980.
Yeah, well, you know, AAR Priest going against Los Angeles Knight. Oh boy. Would this even matter? What can we even consider this a match? No. Because Solo Sikoa would come out there with Jacob Fatu. LA Knight got hit with a Samoan drop on the desk after. He follows that up with a running hip attack on the Barry on AAR Priest, and the bad guys celebrate to end the segment. You know what sucked about this, bro? This was the best match both Los Angeles Knight and AAR Priest have had in a while. They were actually wrestling pretty decent in this match. This sounds just like what we were talking about on Monday. What match was that happened on Monday that was just like this?
It
was also the opener, wasn't it?
Yes. Let me look this up.
Bro. This match was going decent. In WWE, in typical WWE fashion, got in a car, cut that engine on, and drove to their local fucking Dairy Queen. This dude, I say it all the time. This company cannot get out of its own way. It can't. It refuses. The WWE brass thinks they know better than everyone, fans included.
Rhea versus Roxanne.
Yeah, that match was going so well. They can't help themselves. I swear to God, bro, they cannot help themselves. And then when they do stumble into something good on accident, they burn it into the fucking ground. This is the dude, I swear to God, Cass Donald Faye's on in this company because it's fucking clueless. Lord. Oh, man. I'm not going to let this stress me out tonight. We get a replay of the most overrated tag team in professional wrestling today, Fraction's debut last week before kicking it backstage to the creator wrestler Byron Saxton. Pretty Zesty ended up challenging them. Whatever. Pretty Zesty versus Fraction. Fraction wins by pinfall after a Phoenix Splash from Nathan Frazier. Warner, we've talked about this for the better part of, I want to say, 2.5 years now. But now it's becoming so... You know how they say silence can be loud sometimes?
Yes.
That's how it is with all of these people coming out on these shows, dude. That silence is so loud, bro.
It really is, but you know who ignores it? The Office.
No, let's put it on the person that actually books the show.
Okay, Paul Levesque. It falls on deaf ears with Paul Levesque.
Yeah, let's put it on the person that actually puts the product out there. It's like he does the show with earplugs on. I swear to God, it's like he does the show. And people got on Vince for being stubborn with his booking and not listening to the crowd. It's like Triple H. Like I said, it's like he's literally back there with earplugs on. Homie, 97% of your roster is coming out to Cricket fucking Wireless, homie. That's not a good thing, dude. That's not a good thing. They're losing investment. This show was not sold out tonight, guys, and they were in a market that they don't typically go to, and that's normally when WWE gets their best crowds. They were in Des Moines, Iowa.
And normally when they do their best creative, weirdly.
So even in a market that they don't go to often, they didn't get a fucking sellout. What is it going to take for you to see that the product interest is fucking dwindling, dude? And what is it going to take for you to see that these fans only come to the show to do the routine, to do the thing? You know, when you was a kid, you had that little dance and you did it in front of your mom one time, and your mom would get in front of your uncles and stuff and be like, do that little dance you did for me earlier.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the WWE crowds come to do. They come to do the little dance. That's what they do. But go ahead, Warner. You was finna make a point.
Well, my point was, did you see that tonight at all? Nope. Because that's primarily a Monday thing.
And then, like, Elton Prince gets injured, like, halfway through this match. It was, like, 2-3 counts in this match, not including the actual 3 count. Hey, Paul, I'm going to tell you what, man. You can't do the third grade stage play bullshit with me. You know how a third grade stage player have, like, the little set made of cardboard? And all the adults in the crowd got to pretend like watching these children act is really good, and it's not. That's what WWE fans do with the WWE product. They pay top dollar to sit in front of the cardboard set with the kids acting, and they clap like fucking seals. I don't even think they know what's going on. Yes, Des Moines is an old WCW area. That is a good shout.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of places in Georgia like that, too. And just when you thought this couldn't get any worse, ladies and gentlemen, B-Fab and Mia Yim were telling Nick Aldis backstage they want tag team gold.
Oh my God.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. No thanks. Don't mind me. I'ma just grab my stuff and leave. Excuse me, please. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Nope. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Alright then. I don't know what the fuck just happened, but I don't really care. I'ma get the fuck up out of here. Fuck this shit, I'm out.
What honestly, what is the point? They haven't had any tag team matches. They don't have any racked up wins in the tag in the tag division. Going by kayfabe, they don't have any of this stuff, but all of a sudden they get a title shot? That makes no sense. But again, I go back to all the way to the beginning of the show. Get rid of these titles. There is no heat on them. They're fucking ice cold. You get rid of every tag, organic tag team that ever has lived with WWE, and there's no point in having a division. Because throwing two people together, it does not work in the long haul.
And then the Secret Hervis shows up.
Oh God.
And I proceed, and Chelsea, before any snitches try to clip this, make sure they get the full context in it. Love Chelsea Green. Again, I've heard nothing but good things about her as a person. They come in and they proceed to do a shitty version of a modern SNL skit, and modern SNL skits are shitty.
I can't remember the last time SNL was funny.
Chelsea Green threatened to take Nick Aldis to the Supreme Court unless he gives her a recount.
For a Canadian, she's really stupid on the judicial system in America.
WWE, can y'all let Chelsea Green spread her wings and soar somewhere where she could actually like fly?
Right.
Because having her do these like skits, it just the material's not good anymore. The acting's way too over the top. It just y'all are burning the pizza, dude. Y'all are burning the pizza. Like, just, oh my God. Then he says, if Piper Niven wins, then maybe she'll get an opportunity at the United States Championship. And like Chelsea Green does like this, like fallback, like, oh, and it was just, oh God.
Tony Storm wannabe in that moment.
Oh boy. God bless America. This shit is horrible. Nia Jax comes out to booze.
Mm-hmm.
She mentioned being happy that she's back and for thanking the crowd for a warm welcome. And Tiffany Stratton was running around like a Barbie doll with her head cut off. Who talks like this?
No one. No one talks like this. But for some odd reason, Paul Levesque still thinks that people talk like this. Just like Vince did, and just like Vince Sr. did. I don't get this. This makes no sense that we talk that people that they think people talk like this in 2025.
And Tiffany Stratton comes out. I'm not the same Tiffy you used to bully around anymore.
Oh.
And she utters one of the dumbest lines I think I've ever heard a champion say. She says, I would cash in on Nia Jax again. It was one of the greatest moments of her career. Why would you do it again when you're already the champion? Why would you do it again if you're already the champion? Like, even in a hypothetical, why would you do it again if you're already the champion? She said, then she went and beat the great Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania. If she locked up with Nia Jax again, she'd beat her again, too. Nia Jax wants the rematch. Tiffany Stratton says she won't back down from a fight and will defend against Nia anytime, any place, anywhere. Isn't any place anywhere?
Not in WWE terms.
You have to have a freezing temperature IQ to enjoy this.
Seriously.
I'm not even kidding. Like, then Naomi comes out with new music, and it's fucking awful. It doesn't fit her.
Thank God we still have Def Rebel, right?
And then Naomi, dude, and then please somebody give me a fucking knife. Oh my God. And then Naomi comes out and cuts one of the worst promos I have ever heard. Naomi, sweetheart, I'm going to give you a tip. Real talk. You need to work on your inflections. You have a very awkward voice. You need to work on your inflections. Like when you try to say things aggressively, you drop your voice in a way that doesn't sound intimidating. Like when you try to make her, you be like, and she tried to do like this little growl in her voice, and it was so bad, bro. It was so fucking bad. I want to be champion. She sounded like, I see skies of blue. What? How are we supposed to praise this?
We can't. We're not supposed. This is where we come in and go, no more of this. And I know this is probably where Triple H is like, la 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 la, I can't hear you, la 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 la.
It's awful at every level, dude.
Mm-hmm. But this is Triple H when he hears criticism. La 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 la, I can't hear you, la 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 la.
No, he's like Century. He's the fucking void. Apparently, people cease to exist.
Apparently.
We're not real. God damn. What do y'all want from us, man? Because I know some of y'all are fair walkers. What do y'all want us to say?
And no, we're not going to say everything is awesome. Because it's not.
I want the title. What? Her inflections are weird. Naomi in general is awkward. The music sucked. The Tron sucked.
Well, the Trons have been sucking for years.
Fuck me. I'm not the sweet good girl anymore. I took matters into my own hands and took out Jade Cargill. I'll push everyone under a car. What? Paul, what did I tell you, bro? Didn't I tell you to stop have wrestlers saying stuff that we know that they won't do on WWE television?
Right.
There's not a person watching WWE right now, even a drone, that thinks that Naomi is actually going to push someone under a car. You know that, right? Jade Cargill comes out there, brawl breaks out. Nick Aldis shows up to give us the tag team match. And they did all that. They're all out there in their gear just for Nick Aldis to basically be like, it's going to be the main event. Or Wade Barrett to come back and tell us it's going to be the main event. I'm escaping that motherfucking Carmelo Hayes and Miz segment backstage. You can't fucking make me. I'm not doing it.
Don't tense up, man. Don't tense up, man. Where you going?
Settle that, mother.
And the last thing I'm touching on, and then Werner, you gonna take the show from here. And the last thing I'm touching on, Aleister Black, sir, you came back to have your return match in Des Moines, Iowa, to have a competitive match with Michael fucking Mizanin. You abandoned the House of Black to come back and have competitive matches with Michael Mizanin with fuck finishes and to feud with Carmelo Bow Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Do I need to say more? Aleister Black picked up the win over The Miz with the Black Mass. Go ahead, sir.
After the match, Melo and Black went face to face in the middle of the ring. Melo slowly exited the ring and walked away as Black sat in the center of the ring.
This motherfucker came back to feud with Carmelo Hayes, dog.
What is this? Like, honestly, you could have been having phenomenal matches in AEW with Will Ospreay and Kenny Omega if you just kept your head fucking down and didn't bitch and moan like every other WWE person. Ugh. No,
Good
I
God
want to go
almighty.
back. I want to go back and fight Carmelo Hayes because that's going to save my career.
Good God all fucking mighty. Super chats. Robert came through with the 10 schmackaroos, queuing up the KO hippo. That's what I'm talking about, man. Adrian
There we
Carpenter
go.
came through with his late fees. 10 schmackaroos. We appreciate y'all, man. Keep on coming through. Keep supporting Covalent TV. We got some dope stuff coming up for the people, man. The Covalent TV turn up is being put in the works right now. So get those donations in. All right. And if you're going to be at All In Texas, you might be able to take part in it. But you got to donate. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all. And,
Don't we need to go to church?
not right now, bro.
Oh, okay.
Not right now, bro. Not right now. I got y'all next stream. Just not right now. I can't. What do y'all want from us?
Yeah, I don't know. Alrighty, Escobar was talking with Rey Fenix in the locker room. Escobar said Phoenix disappointed him at WrestleMania because he lost to a clown. Welcome to WWE, Escobar. This is what we have to deal with on a weekly basis. Escobar said Phoenix blew his chance now that Rey Mysterio is out with an injury. Escobar wants to take his place. Phoenix cuts off Escobar and told him to stay out of his business. Phoenix said that there is only one luchador that he trusts, and it's not Escobar. Phoenix said if Escobar had a problem, he'd see him in the ring later tonight. Ooh.
Dude,
Cares.
they just had my man lose to El Grande Americano.
Right.
And
by the way, he's going to be winning the speed belt off of Dragon Lee soon.
And yes, that black mass was botched. That's 2.
Mm-hmm.
Said way to throw away.
But I'm back in WWE. Everything's okay.
Talk about some welcome home. Get your all right.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Mo said, way to throw your career away just so your wife could get a meaningless title win if you with the Miz. Dude, I tell you what. There's going to be people that are going to say Aleister Black versus Carmelo Hayes is going to Aura Cinema cook hoop.
Yeah.
And also, where are all the people that said to us, oh, you guys, you got to stop with the Rey Fenix doom and gloom stuff. They're not just going to have him feud with Mexicans. Where are y'all? Oh, he's not going to be feuding and doing like LWO type stuff. And where are y'all? Legado del Fantasma is the SmackDown version of the LWO.
Right.
Where are y'all? Y'all told us, y'all were so quick to tell us how wrong we were. Where are y'all? Come back. No, don't run. Come here, bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Where are y'all, dude? I want these shows to be more positive, but WWE makes it impossible.
Right.
I want to go back to the entertainment value, but WWE makes it impossible. These shows are so bad. And then if we stop reviewing them, y'all gonna be crying, talk about, so what happened to the WWE reviews?
Yeah.
Like, what do y'all want from us, bro? I'm burnt out on WWE. Like, I am burnt out. None of this is good. None of it. Go ahead, man. I don't know what people want us to say, dog.
I don't know either. All right, we got Zelina Vega taking on Piper Niven. Make a long story short, Chelsea Green hopped up on the apron to stop Vega. Niven ran at Vega, but Vega moved out of the way and Niven ran into Chelsea Green. From there, Vega rolled up Niven for the pin.
2 notes. Zelina Vega's theme song sounds just like the fucking SmackDown theme song.
Mm-hmm.
Second, why the fuck was Zelina doing the CEO dance when they came back from break? Why was Zelina Vega doing the CEO dance when they came back from break? Can anybody fucking explain that to me? Salute to Ricochet for saying WWE killed his passion and love for wrestling and AEW gave it back.
Right.
Because little does he know, there's a lot of people that feel the same way about AEW. If we had to review just this, we probably wouldn't be reviewing. It's so terrible, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Let's keep it rolling.
All righty. Up next, we have All This Speaking with Solo and Jacob Fatu in All This' office. To make a long story short, All This made it a fatal four-way between McIntyre, Damian Priest, and LA Knight and Jacob Fatu.
This gets worse when you realize this is just a way to extend the bloodline thing.
Mm-hmm. Solo asked All This why he's trying to screw over Fatu, but All This told Sikoa that it's actually Sikoa who's trying to screw over Fatu.
And boom goes the dynamite. That's literally what I just said. This is that they showed their hand right there. They basically told you that this is all an avenue to keep this shitty fucking bloodline crap going.
Mm-hmm.
Give it time. That bloodline shit will be back in full swing again very soon.
Mm-hmm.
Keep going.
Randy Orton.
Oh, this promo.
Oh, God.
Dude, he didn't believe a word he said.
No, he didn't. He didn't believe it. He welcomed everyone to SmackDown, even though we're 2 hours in already.
He had to force every single word he said in his promo out of his mouth.
Because it wasn't believable. No one bought this promo.
Look, I'm gonna take this one. I'm gonna put in summation. He basically cut the same promo Cody did, calling John Cena a fraud, how his mantras don't mean what they're supposed to mean, and how he's basically the guy that has been, glomming off the fans for all these years and glomming off of his goodwill and all that. And I'm like, dude, that's the pot calling the kettle black.
Right.
You've been coasting off of your name value for the last 10 years too. What compelling feuds and matches have you given us in the past 10 years? Give me one that you weren't dragged to.
Right.
Like the Bray Wyatt feud. Bray Wyatt was dragging you. It was the pot calling the kettle black. Why, of all people, would you have Randy Orton cut this promo? Everything about Randy Orton has been the same for the past decade plus, just like John Cena.
Mm-hmm.
And this is why you build new talent, ladies and gentlemen. This is why you build new talent. Because imagine if this was coming from a wrestler that was growing up while John Cena was on top of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine his same content. It would have probably hit. It probably would have hit. But it didn't hit with Cody. You know why? Because Cody and John Cena were wrestling at the same time. And it's definitely not going to hit when Randy Orton does it, because Randy Orton was literally, they were damn near in the same class with each other. They don't know what they're doing. Like, Paul does not know what he's doing, dog.
No.
He just don't know what he's doing. I say this every show, and it's not, I'm not moving off of it.
Everything's a panic with him. It's all panic booking.
Let's wrap this show up.
All righty. We have Naomi in her locker room next to Nia Jax. They said they need to be on the same page. So long as whatever Naomi stays out of Nia Jax's way, they'll be good. Naomi simply said, sure, and walked away. I'm skipping the Randy Orton R-Truth stuff. That was terrible. Santos Escobar versus Rey Fenix. Rey Fenix hit a top rope Meteora on Escobar for the pinfall win.
If that's his new finisher, that's fucking garbage.
It really is. Tiffany Stratton and Jade Cargill versus Naomi and Nia Jax. Cargill hopped up and hit a powerbomb on Nia Jax, ultimately getting the pinfall victory for her team.
Negative
After
10.
the match, the ref tried to give Tiffy her title, but Cargill intercepted and held it for a quick second. The two pulled at it, and Naomi attacked Cargill from behind. Naomi held up Tiffy's title as the babyfaces sold the pain. Naomi posing to end the show.
Man, you could have escaped that. Negative 10.
Well,
No
yeah,
moment.
negative 10.
No moment. Negative 10, no moment.
This show was garbage.
Oh, Andrade's going to get a renewed push. They got him doing the Santos Escobar shit.
Why wasn't he released tonight? He's been benched. I haven't seen him in a month. Where is he? Hell, let's get crazy with it. Let's cut Cody.
Sir, Andrade was on Tonight Show. I literally just said he was in a. You got to listen, dude. I literally just said he was in a segment with Santos Escobar. They got him doing the Santos Escobar shit. It just. I just want these shows to be positive. I'm gonna keep saying it over and over until I can't anymore. I want these shows to be positive. This doesn't make for good entertainment. When we're like this, it doesn't make for good entertainment. But we can't lie about how bad these shows are. That's the flip side of this whole thing. We can't lie about how bad these shows. We can't fake. Okay, we can't fake our disdain and act like we're still happy. No, this shit is like depressingly bad. Again, when I cut this camera off, I'm gonna be just fine. But like when I have to talk about it, this is depressingly bad. I find myself asking, like, how did we get here? It's awful. It makes for terrible television. Paul does not know what he's doing. He is lost. His pen is up his ass, and he's writing from his ass. This shit stinks, dude. So I apologize to anybody that's so used to us being entertaining and joking and soundboard and all, and because I'm sure that's what y'all are used to. But like, dude, these shows are not getting better.
No.
They're getting worse. And I pride myself on being real and wearing my heart on my sleeve, and my heart is clogged right now. I'm not getting enough blood pumping to my goddamn heart on my sleeve right now with this I'm not. There's nothing for us to praise. No, like literally nothing. We wanted to praise the opening match of this show. We wanted to praise the opening match of Monday's show. And WWE said, nope, take this Dairy Queen with you, homie.
Mm-hmm.
Man, all I can say is this. And I'm going to say this just as definitively as I said what I said earlier. I'm going to say something else. If you've never given AEW a proper chance, I encourage you to. And when I say a proper chance, I mean actually sit down with an unbiased eye and ear and watch the show. I even encourage you to go to one if it's near you. Just there is something better out there. There's a better alternative out there. Go watch it. And I'm saying this as a critic. I'm saying this as a reviewer. Like, it's something so much better out there. Go consume it. And it's not hard to find either. It's not on a channel no one has, like TNA is. Go watch it. Goodness gracious. It's WWE is in the gutter right now. Product-wise, WWE is in the gutter. Clear air. Stand on your shit, man. Salute to again, Voice of the March, the guy that put up that post. But like I told you, I'm gonna stop just short of like completely praising him, because when I put him in a position where he had to like really like double down, he kind of went neutral, and I was like, So stand on your shit, especially if it goes viral or something like that. Stand on it. You might as well.
Right.
It has hundreds of thousands of eyes on it. You might as well. So yeah, stand on your shit, man. And that's what I want to clear the air on.
I know Mo touched on this, but this is always should be a thing. Go support your local indie promotions. Give your local indie a chance too. Because again, I say this all the time, you could find the next superstar at your local indie. Not that hard. Somebody who's cutting their teeth, whether it be a man or a woman, cutting their teeth, and they're putting out some great game tape, but you don't know about it because you're not going to your local indie.
All right, y'all. I ain't got nothing else, man. I want to be happier, but blame WWE. All right, y'all. So it's time to get the fuck up out of here. So therefore, going once, going twice, and so to the man with the braids in his hair. So sign off yet again. It's the epitome of black excellence, the king of dimes, just your boy, Mr. Starks, and
Being a football wide, the Messiah, semi-cute sixes, and the internal pessimist, Big Dub.
Peace out, y'all.
See you Monday.